What's going on, guys? Dennis Brain here. This is new. Welcome back to the Stanley Parable. The computer is now barely visible. That's not the time. Please just slide until the dog and cat are friends. Oh, right, these are the new sliders. Please just slide until the number 5 becomes the number 9. It's the word 9. It was right there. Please adjust the slider until you stop adjusting the slider. Which of the two made-up words is Occuboinkle or Scrumtush? I'll take Occuboinkle. Please don't adjust the slider. You know what time it is right now? Yeah, it's 3:42. Is the time that is right now the correct time? Yeah, it's 3:42. What time is it anyway? 3:42. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yeah. A lot. Help. Okay. You come back to visit me? Yeah. Okay. Oh, right. We're no longer playing the Stanley Parable. We're playing the Stanley Parable 2. The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end. I cannot get that, like, ending out of my head. That was such a good ending, in my opinion. Just, like, all the positive and negative comments and stuff, you know.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
What do we want to do today?
Stanley worked for a company in a...
Right. Okay, so we've already been through all that.
All of his co-workers were
My door
gone.
closes.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
I don't want the bucket.
A memo.
I don't feel like using the bucket. At all. The new content is closed.
When Stanley came to a set of
We're gonna go on the right
doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes.
Beautiful. We've already been through here.
Admiring, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I want to take the...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I want to go there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong
We don't want
foot
to die.
I'm not your enemy, really.
I can go over there and get a...
I realize that investing your trust in
thing.
someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this
I want to get that
time.
thing.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really?
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Okay. How would you like to?
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
White door.
You're getting close now, Stanley. You've nearly gotten all of the stanlerines. Very soon, you'll collect the last one, and then the first number will equal the second number, and that will be it. We'll be different people by then. Different in the sense that we used to have none of them, and now we have them all. You can't go back to when you had no stanlerines. None of us can.
I know where the last one is, so... you want me to go through the red door? No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah. The red door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
The
Stanley
red door.
walked through the red... All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
What?
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Leaderboards. We're going this one. What?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
I guess he's like, actually... Okay. What are we gonna do,
In
like...
this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Burn. Burn.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's
Both.
the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Loading screens. Great game. Do you give me, like, Rocket League? Fortnite? I just finised playing
Fascinating.
Firewatch.
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's
So
our
Firewatch.
backstory?
It's Delilah's
What is our
Tower.
motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for
Honestly,
some
not
sort
far.
of twisted erotic purpose.
Not
Yes, that must
far
be
off.
it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
I don't remember
far, I love
Stuffies,
everything
but
about
yeah,
this game,
it's Henry
Stanley.
and
It
Julia.
seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
In Wyoming? And did they recreate the entire game, or is it only some things? It looks pretty one-to-one. I remember that all too well. I don't remember not having a sprint button.
Oh, no. No, 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 it can't be.
Open world. Open world. Give me an open world.
It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What do you give me? Like...
Okay, I think this...
Donald Trump simulator? I don't know. Give me... Rocket League! Oh my gosh!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
I know where to go.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely
Ouch.
we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Yeah. Oh good, I can move faster, thank you. It's sports with... sports ball. And it goes in, and it explodes.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh, whoops. Don't think I'm supposed to do that.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
So... The weather, am I right? Filing cabinets. Ah! Back rooms? It's my office. This light. Me? No, I'm kidding. Give me super hot vibes from that computer. 427 is me, not 423. What?
I
Did the
wonder
game
what
crash?
he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
I don't think I can. Oh, okay. I guess I can. It wasn't that long. Boom, bum, 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Yeah. We're
What could
going
it
back
mean?
and not obeying you
Stanley
again.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This is new content.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open... This was
Boom.
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Love the employee lounge.
Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Whoop, nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
That probably takes me back up. Hoping I don't fall.
And there it is, the last Stiggly Wiggly. Savor this moment, Stanley. This is a real accomplishment. This is doing something just for the sake of doing it. Where so many people expect to be rewarded for the most trivial achievements, you've insisted that a job well done is its own reward. I would tell you that I'm proud of you for collecting them all, but that would be like a reward, and we can't have that. So, instead I'll just say, it's done. We're all done here. And now we can go to whatever the hell you were doing before you hunted for figurines.
Dying. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that. We already know that ending. I'm hoping I don't fall and make a joke of myself. Is this a secret new ending? What the frig? Backrooms?
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun. So far off the beaten.
You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Sorry. I just wanted to, you know. Oh. My guess is that was the first open door on the left.
Stanley, I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things. It's those figurines, those figglers. I haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one. Wasn't it just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life? Didn't it fill you to the brim with inner richness? Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't you please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait. Can you give me a sprint button? I'll take that one.
Here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley. And here was the second stanlerine. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley. I'll be honest, back then I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways. Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini Stan? Can you remember?
Oh, gosh. It was... Oh, gosh, don't do this. I think it was the boss's bathroom, and then I went under the stairs.
No. The boss's bathroom was the 4th place you found a fig Anley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what? If the boss's bathroom feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible, then who am I to go making judgments? Let's see, what came next? Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
I don't think it did. The red and blue doors.
This was the 5th mini Stan, and this one was really something special. It was by the red and blue doors. I remember it so clearly. In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
Did you actually, like, narrate, like, record me? No, you didn't. That is me, though, I think. 'Cause I didn't collect it in time.
Takes you back, doesn't it? I spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
The blue door. Oh. Okay, fine.
And then, Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here in the warehouse. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all.
Oh, you can't jump off.
They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other. Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
The past.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, memory zone.
What?
No, I'm not done. I'm not ready to move on. Stop the loading screen. Isn't there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the memory zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
It's gonna feel repetitive.
Okay, yes. This spot in the warehouse. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the memory zone, this one is the most distinct and clear in my mind. Let's keep going. I want more.
Red door.
And here's where I made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched? Yes, I love that video.
Don't scare me like that. I thought the game crashed for a second, because it starts out blue. This pink apple didn't happen.
Still don't remember the pink room, Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Fine, I guess I can't go in there.
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have neutered the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
I should have picked under the stairs. Because then I... Oh, right, the red apple.
This was
The
our
pink apple, I
second
mean.
Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going. This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figlarines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
The jump circle?
Look, it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then, but time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories. Oh, yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that? A classic memory, this one.
The two doors. Let's go through the right one. Oh, we don't get a choice. My office.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
End is never the end is never the
Yes,
end. That's...
I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Whoa. I feel high. Okay. Is it gonna be real again?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps
It's
he had
real.
simply missed a memo.
Okay, we're gonna go back to the red door for our
Stanley
final
came
thing
to
today.
a set of 2 open
And we're actually
This
gonna
was
go through
not
the red door.
correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley
Shut
knew
up.
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I think we'll do that in a minute. I want to go through the red door.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't
Because-
5 years ago.
The vent is its own special ending, I think. I think the vent has always been its own special
Stanley,
ending.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
And then next
There's
time we'll
someone
do...
you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that
No.
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley
Blue.
walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Fine.
Stanley,
Red door.
oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right
You
now.
put me in an infinite
Don't you
square.
see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
A black void?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Airplane aisle?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going?
No, I don't feel like being happy right now. Maybe next episode.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
I'm getting slower, I think.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me? My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
I kind of
I
am.
just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
This one should probably take me out, honestly, so...
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
And now I'm going to walk incredibly slow or something? Is that what's going on? taking for a while.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Do we got anything now? We good? We good.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Okay.
open doors,
Thank you guys so much for
he
watching. If you
entered the
enjoyed,
door on his left.
like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification button to do all that this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Next episode, we'll do a bunch more endings in that one.